You are now live watching Chiefin' with the Chief with Chief Pontiac Rod Hayes. Don't get it twisted. There are other Chief Pontiacs in Pontiac. In other words, Pontiac got more than one chief. That being said, all of the chiefs don't do the same thing. It's not the same function. We don't all have the same responsibility. So we all do different stuff, but we still different chiefs. So I'm Chief Pontiac Rod Hayes. There's some more Chief Pontiacs. Mohawk Chief Pontiac, Rico Hayes, my big bro. My barber chief, my little brother, Chung. We all different chiefs that do different stuff at different times, right? So when you understand that part, you understand that only the chief responsible for the event that he's covering is qualified to take the lead in that genre, right? So I just so happened I trained myself to do some shit that I didn't know was gonna put me in this spot. So this Chiefin' with the Chief, this open Q&A, this is a recognition of the big chief himself, Arthur L. Hayes, my father. Today would be his solar return if he was present. And this is where we learn how to stand tall, stand proud, looking over the crowd. Sometimes we drinking alcohol and we talking loud. But at the end of the day, we move straight. Some bump left, some bump right. We bump up the middle. We don't take sides in other people's bullshit. If it don't got nothing to do with me, I don't want nothing to do with it. If it's my responsibility to do it, I'm going to cover the bases. So before I bring the first person up here and Chiefin' with the Chief, I got to move this a little closer so my blind ass can see. If you want to know my thoughts on the National Guard, go to Black Magic 363. The Return of the Black Adams video. We went over all that, decoded it and everything. So I'm not going to really focus on that. I'm going to try to deal with people's questions. Normally when I do a Q&A, people have a personal issue they working on and they stuck and they can't see, so I have to show them what they looking at and then try to walk them through what they seeing. But then you have some people that come in and want to try to convert me to their religious dogmatic systems that I'm not finna fall for none of that, and I might listen to them, I might even entertain the conversation, but at the end of the day I already know all that's some BS, so we're not gonna entertain no bullshit today. So if you came on here to convert me, it's not going to work, so don't waste your time. If you came over here to recruit me to be part of your religious ceremonial, that's not going to work. We're not doing that either. And hey, Flubber in here. I'm going to pull you up just because, but let me take somebody because I know me and you going to be on here for a minute. Black roses in my garden. It's actually ringing right now. That's not normal. Hey,
Hey.
you are officially chiefing with the chief. Even if you ain't chiefing, the chief is chiefing for both of us.
Well, you do just that.
Okay, so how can I help you today, sweetie? What's on your mind?
Okay. I'm having dreams constantly, and it's a particular dream of my mother who has
It's
passed.
a recurring dream.
Yes, it is. My mother
Okay.
has passed on, but my mother and my uncle, which is her brother, they've passed on, but it's like I'm continuously seeing them. I don't know if there's a message there, but there are no words. They're just there, and it's just like peaceful. There's a smile. It's no words. It's just no spoken words.
and you don't know what it means, and that's what you're trying to
No,
find out.
that's what I'm trying to find out.
Did you watch the movie Black Panther?
I did.
You remember when T'Challa father had passed, and then he went to the ancestral realm under that tree, and
Yes.
his father. And that's where you're looking at your mama and your uncle at in the ancestral realm.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Now, the reason why they're not saying nothing is because
Hmm.
whatever you're doing, you don't need guidance yet.
Okay.
I mean, you already doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Okay.
So if you doing what you need for the family, they won't. That's they don't have nothing to say. They're just letting you know if you need us, we here.
Okay.
But
Okay.
but you don't need us right now, or else we'll speak up.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
That's
So,
good to know. That is most definitely good to know.
yeah. They do it a lot. Sometimes they'll be in your room and you won't be able to see them with the naked eye, but it's like in your mind you can see them standing there, and you keep doing like this, trying to see if they really there. They there.
But I've done that because I felt a presence, and then when I look, I can. It's like I can see a figment in my view, but I don't see anything. But I can see it. I don't know if that makes sense.
Hmm. That's because you're not seeing them with the naked eye. You're seeing them with the
Oh,
mind's eye.
okay.
You see
Okay.
way more with the mind's eye than you can possibly imagine, because growing up, you've been taught that we only got five senses.
Okay.
So when the
Okay.
other senses is communicating the same type of information, just on a higher frequency of communication, you don't have a frame of reference to tie it to a higher sense. Therefore, you don't translate it. It's like a
Okay.
foreign language, right? Like
Mhm.
somebody can tell you a whole bunch of loving stuff in a foreign language you never heard. You
Mhm.
can't translate it,
Okay.
right? So you don't know how to use it. But as soon as you pay attention enough to the ancestral realm,
Mhm.
then it'll occur to you. It's when your the more you understand the ability, the more control you have, and the more control you have, the more accessibility you have.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, so that's what that's all about.
Okay. And then also I lost a nephew years back. He was taken, and apparently it was through individuals that we knew, but he came to me in the beginning. He came to me often, a lot. You know, he actually spoke to me personally through my nephew at the time. And it was just to the point where he reenacted the whole thing through other younger like
Family member.
nephew. Yes. To the point where individuals passed out in the middle
Yeah,
of him telling
he
the
was
story of what happened, like cleaning up the, you know, just a lot of what happened
right, right. The
without
details.
saying. Yes. Yes.
Okay, now in the culture, the ancient culture, is called being mounted.
Okay.
Okay, so if you study in the Voodoo and you hear somebody say somebody is mounted, they have no physical control in the 3D. The ancestor that's mounting
Mm-hmm.
them, because normally it's an ancestor, unless you
Okay.
a practitioner of the arts, then you channel other people ancestors for them too.
Okay.
But if you just a regular person and you're not practicing,
Mm-hmm.
don't mean you don't have the talent, the skill, and the ability and the birthright to do so. It just means
Okay.
you, in this lifetime, your life took you somewhere where you don't practice.
Okay. At that
But
particular time.
right now,
Okay.
just because you're not practicing, don't mean you
Mm-hmm.
didn't come into this world with the same
Mm-hmm.
spiritual rank and power you had in the last life.
Okay.
So your nephew was in your bloodline very high
Mhm.
rank spiritually.
Okay. I
So
believe that.
now anybody in the bloodline,
Mhm.
he can mount them, and they can't do nothing. He just took over.
Okay.
Now, when was the last time that you had a communication that you know was him? How long ago was it?
It's been it's been a few months, but it's actually coming up on the anniversary of his demise. Well, of his, however we call it, his spiritual
Okay, so
return.
how long he been gone?
2012, September, August 25th, 2012, August 29th, 2012
Okay.
is when they actually found him, and he was in water.
Oh, that's the worst thing you can do to an old conjure spirit is throw him in water, because now you done just boosted all of their spiritual powers to the top, and that's
And
why he able to flow so easily through the family members because he's using water magic, and the body
absolutely,
is highly concentrated with water.
absolutely, I truly believe that. I truly believe that. I truly believe that. And we're coming up on the anniversary,
Who,
I feel the
who in your
presence.
family pregnant? Who in your
Who
family
in my
pregnant?
family?
Yeah, somebody in your
Uh,
family pregnant.
To my knowledge, no one
Do he got sisters?
that I know of. Yes, he
Huh?
do. He has
Okay.
two.
Well, he on his way back.
Okay.
Somebody pregnant.
Okay.
Now you go and call your nieces and find out which one of them about to have this baby, and
Okay.
yeah, and then when you come back on, I know you got an answer.
Okay.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
but it could be a niece.
Mm-hmm.
Normally this is how it works. The person
Okay.
he loved the most, other
Okay.
than his mama, because you know mama always gonna be.
That's
Mama ain't finna have no
that's
more babies
that's
though.
that's me. That's
Okay,
me. And
now
that
do
was
you have
my.
daughters?
I do.
You gotta talk to them too.
I have
Because they
two.
normally come back, the person they love the most, they
Mm-hmm.
want you to be instrumental when they return. So
Okay.
you
Okay.
can call them girls and say, which one of y'all little fast ass wenches is about to have a baby? And ain't telling nobody. But as soon as you find your answer, you're gonna know exactly who he coming back through.
Okay. Okay.
And he
Okay.
on his way back.
Okay. Okay. And and you want to know the ironic part? He was musician. He was a journalist, and my mom's brother, the one that I told you the dream that I dream about, he actually passed on the day that they found my nephew. So they actually shared that day together, and they also made music together, which is August 29th.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. The the August the 29th is gonna be it's gonna be scrambled up the birth date of the baby.
Okay. And it's
So if
crazy because August 18th made 34 years since I lost my father.
3 and 4 is 7.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not picking up nothing on your father, sweetie. He
Okay.
he's strong, silent. Yeah, there you go. He's just standing there with his arms folded.
Okay.
He's not saying nothing.
Okay.
He's just got a stern look like, um, can we get this can we get this over already? That's what his face is like, the expression he got. Can we just get this over already? Did he have a beard?
He did.
Yeah, that's him. That's him. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
did. And a
He don't want to talk.
mustache.
Yeah, he don't want to talk. He's
Wow.
serious. There's something going on in y'all family, and he's serious about it. And only you know what it is, you and your family. He want it over with. He want it done. He ain't participating. He said it's bullshit, and y'all know better.
And you know, and you want to. It's no other way that you would know that. It's no other way that you could know that. And you're absolutely right. I can honestly tell you that.
Yeah, he's done with
It's
the bullshit.
amazing. Okay.
You know what it
Okay.
is, but
I
you can
do.
go you
I
can go
do.
play this video back for him and tell him that pops is not. He's tired of the bullshit. We gotta fix it. Y'all gotta
Okay.
fix it.
Okay. Okay. I can do that. I can definitely do that. But yes, yes, I just had to chime in and chief with the chief right quick.
For sure, for sure. And your nephew is excited about
Uh-huh.
his return because he's coming back in the golden age. So
Oh,
he be prepared to do a whole lot of chasing the baby around when he get here.
it's gonna be a boy.
Now, he could be. I'm leaning to believing it's gonna be a boy, but it don't matter the
Mhm.
gender. You're gonna know by the energy who it is. Birthmark,
Okay.
something. He gonna have an identifier. You're gonna know when you look at him and y'all got
Mhm.
that connection. You're gonna be like, here, this fucking is right here. Just slid his way
Okay.
on back in.
Mhm. Mhm. Okay.
Is
Okay.
that is
It's
that all you needed to know for now?
it sound promising. That's all I needed to know for now. I'll definitely be chiming in to check in as well.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to give me an update so I can know how clear this was, so I can polish my lenses up.
I most definitely will. I most definitely will. I enjoyed this and I thank you for the opportunity to be able to check in and chief with the chief.
Thank you, sweetie. I appreciate you coming up.
I say,
Okay, I'm gonna let you out so I can take somebody else. Okay.
okay.
All right. Utu Loki. Utu Loki. Come on, Chief with the Chief. Let's see what you got. Hey,
Big Chief,
what's going on?
nothing much. How are you?
I'm peaceful. I'm peaceful. How you doing?
Grateful. Very grateful. Very.
Welcome to Chiefing with the Chief. How can I help you today?
So I just got one big question. Um, Pretty crazy, but if anybody can answer it, it's definitely you. Um, I just want to know why I'm having dreams of like becoming a star. Like, why are my dreams so out there? Like, many people dream of having a wife and kids, and and I understand that, but like, why? Why do I want to
Yours
be?
is more galactic.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, now your inner verse
Mm-hmm.
is just as big or bigger than the outer verse. Let
Mm-hmm.
that sink in for a minute. Small minds contemplate on small things. Celestial minds contemplate on celestial things.
Mm-hmm.
You are a multi-dimensional being who sees its inner verse different than its outer verse. So when you dreaming of becoming a star, you already did that before. That's why you here.
Okay.
You just remembering who the F you are.
Okay.
You remembering. Those aren't dreams. You see yourself zipping through the galaxy. You did that before. How
Mm-hmm.
you think your energy got here?
Yeah. I just got so
So
calm. Okay.
now, once you understand that, get arrogant internally, but stay humble externally. your internal arrogance, you have to awaken your God self by determining that you are one with source, you are God,
Mm.
based on how we interpret language, right? And in your mind, create a seat at the center of the universe, the God seat. Sit there and say, this is all under my will and control. And practice it, because it's going to open up higher realms of consciousness to you. And you're not regular, so you're going to accelerate faster than most people. So, as they say, buckle up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll do.
Okay.
Thank.
All right. I'm going to let
All right.
somebody else up now, okay?
All right, Chief. Talk to you soon.
Yeah. Miss Lady Diddy. I don't know how to pronounce it. Lydee. Come on up. You the next one, the chief with the chief on Chiefing with the Chief. Come on and chief with us.
I didn't know I was going to get pulled up.
This Chiefing with the
Let
Chief
me
open
take, look, I got to
Q&A.
take my scarf off.
You all right? Welcome to Chiefing with the Chief. And how can we help you today?
I don't know. I have so much, okay, to say. But the first thing is, I messaged you a while back to tell you that I had to see if we were like cousins or something because a lot of my family's from the Macomb, Osaka, Chattawa area in
Mm-hmm.
Mississippi. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so that was one thing. And then the other
Okay,
thing
so let's
was,
start with that. Let's
look,
start with that. Let's walk through that
okay,
first.
okay.
Okay. What's the last name of some of your relatives? You related to any cooks?
I don't know, but our last name is Power. I know when I I asked you something. It's in the chat. I would have to go back to our history because it's been about 6 months ago. I asked
Mm-hmm.
you this question, and you just
Mm-hmm.
sitting like a smiley face back to me.
Well, we finna walk through it now. So
But
your
I
last
don't
name,
know all the names.
you don't have to
Um,
know. We gonna see if we know any common names. That's all.
but see, I'm not big with my family history. We used to Child, I can't even think of the church. And I go to this church all the time because that's where my dad is buried. Because we got like the I'm not gonna lie, they got like the whole plot up there. Like all the deceased relatives is there. It's not Mount Bethel. Oh shoot. I wasted time because I can't think right now because I really wasn't thinking for you to, pull me up here on the live.
Well, you asked to come up, didn't you?
I did, but so many people, other people asked too, so I wasn't sure that I would get picked. Somebody said you have the same nose as similar eyes.
Yeah. I see it. I see it.
What I'll do is I'll re-message you like one day. But okay, so let's move on to something else. So I did a past life reading a while back, and what happened with that past life reading, I was told that I was here previously as a male. And she told me, she said it wasn't nothing that I wouldn't do for money. And I'm like, what? That don't even seem like me. But she just told me, I guess my attitude. And she said when I reincarnated this time is that I'm looking for now the opposite. And I'm just looking like for love and things like that. Because I feel like that's more me that I resonated with. But the past life, she was just like, girl, you were nothing nice. I'm like, really? And that I'm just like, okay, all right. And I don't know how to take that. But I do know we do
It makes
reincarnate
sense
into
though.
different bodies.
Yeah, but it makes sense though.
Okay.
So if you was doing anything for money as a male in your past life,
Uh-huh.
right? That means that you was in search of power,
Okay.
and you had enough money accumulated in that lifetime to realize that the power is an illusion.
Okay.
The power of wealth is an illusion. The
Okay.
real power is the power of love. This would make you come back as a woman now. because
Okay.
now you looking for mitochondrial control frequency.
Hmm.
And this would say that you are looking to control harmonious life and the love that people have for you by self-presentation,
Hmm.
right? And so you would be focused on service to others in this life. Whereas
And that's what I
before,
do.
in the past life, mirror opposite. You was looking for others to serve you.
Right. And that basically that's my career. I work in emergency management, and that's it's like my heart is so into it to help other people. I mean, not even at work, in life, period. That's who I am. If
Yeah.
I have it, I'm giving it.
Yeah. So the
Mm-hmm.
self-discovery in the past life brought about you writing a new book of life, using the past life as the life you don't want to live no more.
Right, right. And
Right?
I don't.
So see, and it's in your energy that you don't want to, that you don't want the false light. You want the true light.
Right. And that's me. I would rather hurt you more telling you the truth than making up any other kind of story that's not true.
Pacifying you with a lie.
That's what I'm not gonna do. I'm not. I can't do it because then it bothers me that I done stood here and lied to you about something that made no sense. And
Hmm.
that's my thing. I give too much of the truth, and people be like, "Oh, you need to tone it down. It ain't what you say; it's how you say it." I have no other way to say it but the way that it come out,
Hmm.
and I feel like that's the way I should be because if not, then I have to lie to myself to appease you
And
to make you feel good about something,
now you gonna
whatever that
feel silly.
situation is. And now I feel bad because I don't lied to you about something that made no sense. And then I'm a
Now
Scorpio
that's called
too.
integrity.
Yeah, I believe.
Now
Yes.
integrity requires you to learn something called tact.
Hmm.
Because if you don't, you're gonna be like Big Mama. Big
Hmm.
Mama say, "Get your stinking ass in the shower. You smell like a herd of cows." Right?
Uh-huh.
Whereas if you develop the tact, you just go get the towels and show them where the bathroom at and say, "When you get done, if you need to change clothes, let me know." You
Right.
just told them the same thing, but you didn't hurt their
But
feelings
different.
first.
Right.
Right. Now, sometimes it's required for you to take on that mean Big Mama energy.
And
Because
I have that
people,
too.
because some people not gonna listen until you say, "Mother, didn't I tell you?" Then now they all ears.
Right. You're right. Because I definitely have it. That's why I told you I'm a Scorpio. I have that side, but I also have that caring and loving side that I don't mind sharing with anybody. Until you
Mhm.
cross me. And when you cross me, then of course,
Well,
you have to deal with
Scorpio.
that other side of us.
Yeah,
But yep,
catch this
I didn't
stinger.
have too much. Huh?
I saying you catch this stinger.
Yes. And one more thing, and I'm trying not to be long. When a previous lady was up talking, and she told how she lost her family member, and mine is tomorrow is the actual date that my mom and dad they died on the same day, 8 years apart. And I was told that my dad had came and got my mama because she passed away second. Actually, well, I'm from New Orleans, so we buried my mother that Saturday, evacuated that Sunday, and we was homeless that Monday. But he came, I guess, because she was sick, and he came to get her up out of there because we buried her back in Mississippi in Osaka,
Hmm.
at Kelly Baptist Church. I don't know if you ever heard of Kelly Baptist Church up that way.
I don't do many churches. All of the
Right.
churches they
I'm
took me
not
to,
religious. I'm not into that either, but
but
that's
every
what we
church
did as a
they took me
family.
to when I was staying down there in Macomb with my auntie was in the trailer.
Uh-huh. Oh,
It
okay.
was,
Yeah,
it
that was
was in
some
the
small.
trailer in the backwoods.
Yeah. Some small, yeah. Yeah.
They had a nice little congregation for a trailer.
Yeah.
It's normally like two or three trailers set up in like a little. One of them they cooking in the kitchen, and the other ones,
Hmm.
they got other little study groups going. Then they got the main church
Hmm.
trailer.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, and then when we get out of service, they sit around at the picnic tables and talk and
Yeah.
reminisce. I had a whole
Yes.
powwow session going.
Because when you talk about that Mississippi clay dirt, I used to be
Mhm.
playing in it. So when you talk about Mississippi and New Orleans, they're just like, I'm like, man, not that you were really there, but that brings back memories for me growing up as a child
Because
in
I know what
Mississippi.
I'm talking about.
You know exactly what you're talking about when you talk about that on the dirt road. Yes.
Yeah.
No pavement, dirt road. Yep, but all right. Thank you for taking the time to pull me up.
All right, sir. It was nice talking
All
to you.
right. All
Okay.
right. Same here.
Let's see who's next up. Chiefing with the chief. Mafia Shakur. Mafia Shakur. Anybody named Shakur is all right with me.
Peace, God.
Peace,
Peace,
God.
God.
What's
She
going
pretty
on with
good. Man, I made it back for a second time, man. You know, I always watch you and all that. You know what I mean?
you?
Um,
For sure.
like I say, for me, I'm really been dealing with the balance of myself, though. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I'm I'm kind of to myself, but at the same time, I'm for the people. I'm outgoing. You know what I'm saying? And it's like
Mm-hmm.
I'm balancing the selfishness of what I have to do for self as versus to, you know what I'm saying, what I'm sharing with the people and being there for other people at the same time. It's like I say, things like just the family structure. It's like my great grandmother, she 90 years old, you know what I'm saying? So if nobody's going to do what they supposed to do for her, I'm going to be the one to show up, whether it's going to the market or doctor's appointment, whatever it may need to be, you know what I'm saying? So it's like finding the balance between that and making a way. Yeah, definitely from Baltimore.
Okay, so you gotta always remember you gotta be your first priority for one reason. You can't help nobody if you can't help yourself,
That's true indeed.
right? Now, you might be able to help yourself and help Granny, because that might be what your purpose is at the moment until you get where you can help the rest of the family.
Right,
Don't worry about the rest of them. Worry about Granny,
right,
because she's gonna be feeding you all kind of words of wisdom in the process. That's gonna help you see through a lot of foolishness because she got the age and experience. She's seen it all. She lived through it. We can talk about the 60s and the 70s and the 80s. She was there.
right.
You understand what I'm saying?
No,
So if you focus on getting where you want to be and taking care of your personal business first and helping Granny, Granny is going to also help you to get yourself where you want to be because
right,
she's seen it all,
right.
right? And this is also other people in the family not going to be saying that, they're going to be watching, right? And even if they're not saying nothing, when certain ones of them see you need help, they're not going to tell you need help. They just going to help,
I feel that.
right? But they're going to lead a weight on you until the energy tell them step in and help, right? So
Yes.
focus on building your life how you want it,
Right,
your heaven on earth, your wife, kids, the house you want to live.
right,
Design all that shit
right.
how you want it.
I understand that.
And while you taking care of Granny, you are using the mitochondria she gave you through your mama, right? And the love that she have, if she gave it to you, if she come from your father's side, she's the same love. She can jump to your motherline mitochondria
Yeah, she
in
come. This
order
my
for.
mother. This my mother.
Okay, so she got
Yeah,
you was in your granny womb when your mama was being developed.
right.
So she can help you energetically more than you can possibly know. By you being of service to her while you in the process of building your life, it keeps your energy balanced. And that balance is what make your road clear up and move a bunch of bullshit out your way.
Definitely.
Get it?
Yes, sir. Nah, it's always a pleasure, man. I'm a tap in with you more though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, it's a pleasure to be on. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Chief and everybody that's on the movement, man. I appreciate the love.
Okay. So appreciate you coming up, brother.
Already, peace.
Let's see who next. Chief with the chief. Blue Suns. Blue Suns. Come on up. You next to Chief with the Chief.
Hey,
Peace, God. Peace.
hey,
Mhm.
hey, man, how you doing, bruh?
I'm doing well. Welcome to Chief with the Chief. And how can we help you today?
Hey, man. So soon as I hit request to join, this powerful surge of energy just started like rushing in my heart. So it's like boom, 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 and I think it's probably like I get nervous or whatever when I'm like talking in front of people. It's something like that. So I guess my first question is like, how do I channel that?
Keep you, 'cause you got to desensitize from it, from doing it over and over again. If you want to get past it, just start doing lives.
Mm,
But
yeah.
that's also teaching you how to control the powerful energy too.
Mm.
That's why I feel like that. It's powerful.
It's cr- It is. It really is. I experience this when I'm like I smoke sometimes, and I experience this. I get like these waves, this rush of like powerful energy, and I know it's powerful because I can obviously feel it. It's just like, how do I deal with it? It's always the question.
So you got to learn how to breathe like a singer,
And I
right?
sing too, and that's the other thing. And anytime I imagine myself singing in front of people, I feel that surge of energy. So I try to like just be with the anxiety because I know it's kind of anxiety at a certain level, but
No, 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 no. That's. You ever hear somebody say they stepped on stage and caught the bug?
I haven't heard that one.
Well, what it is when you get this energy and it explodes. That's the same energy. It just haven't exploded yet.
Mm,
Once it explodes, you get this full body euphoria, and it's almost feeling like you having an out of body experience, and you one with the entirety of the crowd. A lot of entertainers talk about it,
wow.
and like they were shy at first. Even Michael Jackson, when he was little, he had a desire to be great, but when he performed in front of people, at first that euphoria hadn't took over. Once it did, it changed his whole life because it enhances your artistic ability, and this is what you're trying to get to. And this is your energy blockage.
Mm,
When you feel that energy, try to fill your whole body up with it, not just your chest.
I
Try to
got you.
expand it, because once it expands, you're gonna know what I'm talking about because you're gonna feel it, and that's when your singing career becomes a career instead of a hobby. That's the breakthrough, the zone.
Oh, wow.
You understand?
Yeah.
You running from yourself.
Mm,
So that energy is telling you embrace yourself. Feel the energy. And do you write music too?
mm-hmm.
When you can go back to a time when you felt that feeling and keep trying to describe it in song. Keep writing songs trying to describe it. What triggered it? You know what I'm saying? Ask yourself a whole bunch of questions. And as you put it in song, you opening up your inner self to yourself. You ride in the wave frequency of the music because you obviously got a passion for music,
Yeah.
right? And that's what changes a nightclub singer to a megastar.
I feel you. Thank you for that.
Yeah. You've been waiting on it.
Yeah. And one more question. So dreams. The other day I experienced a dream similar to when I was a child. I used to dream a lot. I dreamed about flying, supernatural abilities like teleporting, uh, going through walls and stuff. But it's always the space that I find myself in. It's like a bunch of TV screens, and I'm always free floating. And I haven't had this dream in a long time, but it just closed my eyes and I went there, and it's just like a bunch of TV screens with different things playing on them. So I don't know if that's like a particular space and time, but I used to experience that a lot as a kid, and yeah, I just recently like found myself in that space, and I was just free floating, and I always just like lay back and just fall, but I always see like a bunch of different screens around me, just with different things playing on them,
In the
and
realm of in the realm of the spirit, every screen you've seen was another one of the timelines you control. They are this is like gateways. If you focus on one,
exactly.
you get to see what's going on that timeline.
Mhm.
But you can't see the rest of them because you focused on the one. But when you're
Mhm.
not focused on anyone at all, right? It's like being in a rotunda, right? With rooms all the way around.
Mhm.
The room that you focus on is the room that you in the rotunda. That means that you in the process in your life, in your spiritual journey, like the world is yours for you
Mhm.
to use your spiritual gifts, and you can focus in on any screen. That's when you have decided which one of them you're going to take the journey down. And
Wow.
this is reflective of your musical journey. The only reason why you haven't logged in on the screen because you haven't made up your mind to do what you know in your heart you already supposed to be doing with the music.
Wow.
Because you've been letting life sidetrack you from purpose.
Mhm.
You got to go work and make this money and pay these bills. That's life. But pursuing purpose, bills gonna be paid like a mofo for you. But you got to choose you first. Once you choose you, now you focused on the timeline you're gonna go down, and all of those screens become one screen,
Wow.
and then you take your journey. You get it?
Thank you, Chief.
It's all in you, brother. It's all in you.
Thank thank you.
Exactly. All right, I'm gonna let somebody else up now. Okay.
All right.
Simply Hugh Love. Simply Hugh Love. You the next contestant on Chiefing with the Chief. Come on up and let's keep chiefing. Peace, my brother. Peace. I can barely hear you.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, you sound like you far away.
It's on the car. I'm gonna try to swap it right now. How you swap it? Can you still can you, how's it sound now?
Sound better. I can hear you now.
Yeah. I really joined the chat to this profile I'm on is someone close to me and I wanted to encourage them as well. But I did conjure up a question while I sat here and thought about it. One thing that I think about myself a lot to ask you as you begin to talk and educate others. I wonder about myself, though. I hear a lot of information throughout the world, throughout the internet, and things that I read, but none of it
You
new to
just
me.
was, yeah, you blacked out for a second.
Okay, so all the information I be receiving, most of it doesn't sound new to me. It just makes me feel like I'm remembering. And more or less, here I got told one time that I come to understanding quicker than other people. And but also with that, I feel like it may have held me back in life because I'll put myself in so much forethought or foresight about maybe like a career or something that I'm into or want to do, or find myself losing motivation once I put full thought into it and come into that that full understanding or that end result, what it may look like, and then you know in foresight it kind of turns out the way I seen it.
Yeah. So what that's called plotting your path. So instead of seeing what's there, see what you want to be there.
Okay.
So when it happens, it's gonna be what you want. You gotta add intention to the vision. You seeing it without any intention, so it's just appearing. It's like the brother right before you was looking at all the different screens because he haven't chose his path. Yours is just in a different language that you understand. So it's telling you to choose you and choose your path. But many of us forgot how to do that. So the answer is see the image of how you want your life to be in your mind and be intentional about it. Don't let it just come up on its own. Now, your whole spiritual alignment has to manifest that purpose. And then you say, that's where I want to be. This is where I'm at. How do I bridge the gap between the two? And energy travels in the path of least resistance. Now, you might end up with having upheavals in your life as you recalibrate, because now you have to shake off the energies that's not serving you getting to the goal. And as you do that, sometimes you feel like your life falling apart. It's not your life falling apart. It's the stuff that doesn't serve you that's falling off. Let it go. And sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it hurts bad, real bad. Embrace the pain, because when you feel the pain and letting it go, that's how you know that your love was true. It served its purpose. And now I'm reaping the lesson by going through the pain. So now I never forget the lesson because it hurt too bad for me to forget. So I'm not going to make that mistake a second time, right? Now your life starts smoothing out once you get past the upheaval. The bigger the goal, the longer it takes, right? But it's a process. And if you follow the steps of the process, you determine what your process is. So you put your goals in mind. If this is where I'm trying to be, this is where I'm at. How do I get there? And then you start plotting your path deliberately with intention. I'm going to get what I set out to do and believe in you. It's already in you. Now you just got to get it out you.
I believe in that because I just when the last dude was talking about the whole music thing, I was like, man, those little bursts and jolts of energy, I be feeling the same way, and I used to feel like that about the music. But as I like practice, try to slightly be intentional here and really, I guess, put myself in it with foresight and really see if this is something I really wanted to do. It was like the pain, like my body, my spirit was remembering it like as pain, like it was too painful to endure
Look,
whatever it came to be.
yeah. So the pain is to lock the lesson in. It's to lock the lesson in. You have to determine what the lesson being learned is. That's the only way to relieve the pain. The loss becomes the lesson when you learn from it. And then the pain, when you're not in physical form, the deeper the pain was, the more you like, yeah, man, I felt that in the physical world. Because you don't feel it in the spiritual world. You think it in the spirit. It's all information in the spiritual world. But in the physical world, you get to feel it, the ups and the downs and the pains and the sufferings. And all of those is good emotions because you felt life. That let you know you was living. Now you got to live with intention. So now that you use all of your lessons to build your future life, that's walking you through your book of life. Everything that you went through in your life has trained you to become what you want to become. So all of your pain was all of your lessons learned. And all of your pleasure was all of your celebrations given. Get it?
Yes, sir.
Anything else?
Nah, that sounds smooth enough for me. Like you said, I guess if I were to again put thought into what you said right now, I ain't chose yet.
You got to choose you first. Got to
I
choose you
appreciate
first.
you.
Yeah. All right, my brother. I'm going to let somebody else up now.
Yes, sir. Take care.
Yeah. You're going to do this to my phone, Dad. I think that's like 2 hours. Grandmaster Bay, come on up. Chiefing with the chief. See how I can help you today.
And what's happening, Unc? Can you hear me?
Peace, my brother. Yep, I hear you loud and clear. Loving them dreads
Man,
you
what's up?
wearing.
This my little one. She wanted to be
Hey,
all in camera.
princess, how you doing?
Say what's up, Unc? Yeah, going for it. I had a couple of questions. I had like two.
Let's go.
Uh, the first question. I got 50 questions. You got 50 questions. I don't know if you're gonna answer 50. Um, that was random.
Tell her to, let her pick her best three. How we
All right,
do it that way.
you want me to ask a question first? Okay. All right. So my first question, the last couple of days, it's been kind of hectic on the energetic level. Like especially when I be doing my meditations at night. Like when I be doing my meditations at night, going through the whole processes, of stimulating the energy, it look a lot differently now than what. Don't get closer, you might get burnt. No, when it look different now than what it used to before, like when my eyes is closed. Like for example, um, I could see part of my body halfway, like straight down the middle. Part of it be like a black and gold flame on my left side, and on the other side it'd be more like a rainbow light, And I noticed that when I don't know, it would be stuff that just be coming to me in download, and when I put my right hand on top of my left hand, it kind of calmed down the like the black and gold flame, But I don't know. I guess I'm kind of wondering more about like tapping into it and what does it mean on a DNA level? Like what other
Them your
beings are.
bloodline. Them your what you call the two primary bloodlines. The black and gold, them big mama boys,
Hmm,
right? And that kaleidoscope of colors you see that you interpreting as a rainbow, that's your Pleiadian line. The seven
mm,
sisters is the seven rays of the rainbow.
okay, now
So,
that's funny
so
because her extremely rainbowed out, like
because
extreme.
her bloodline dominance can be the Pleiadian lines,
Okay.
right?
Hmm.
So what's happening with you is by balancing your Pleiadian line with your Earth-born line is your black and gold.
Hmm.
It's keeping you in balance. That's why you seeing what you seeing
Okay.
when you put your hands together.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
that's telling you to make a balancing ritual by using that as the anchor. Oh, he buffering. I don't know if he can still hear me. Can y'all still hear me? Is it just him? Or is it
I
just
can
both?
see you.
You buffering. Okay. That's oh. It's telling me I don't have no more requests, and I'm looking at the camera saying name requests. Let me go to questions then. Black Rose. I'm also constantly seeing 111. That's my mother's birthday. She's been gone since 6/23/12. That's her communication. If you know that's her birthday, whatever her birthday mean, every time you see that number, that's the energy that is presenting itself to you. How you see that energy. Nuna knows. Can you explain what you said about the womb and the guy's grandmother, please? Okay, let me see if I can. Um, Raise your hand so I can see you. Nuna knows. I'm gonna try to bring you up so we can go over it. Nuna knows. Nuna knows. Uncharted. I can't see right now. I'm gonna let you. Hold on. Uncharted awareness. I'm about to pull you up now, sweetie. Uncharted awareness. I sent you the request because it deleted all of the requests. So if y'all want to come up, it must be an hour in. Yep. So um, if she don't come up, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna start a new one. Uncharted awareness. Did you get the? They gonna bring your assets to your family, and they gonna give y'all some conditions to receive y'all inheritance. So, um, I chill Will 901 said with the return of the matriarchy, how to reclaim our land, assets, and estate without filing paperwork with the pseudo government. They gonna bring it to you. Man, the archivist. Can you talk about men whose psychic gifts from their mother and how they might be affected if they are born via C-section? C-section was only designed for emergency um, distress and childbirth. You wasn't supposed to give them out like candy. The C-section is for the mother to have postpartum depression issues and the baby to feel isolation issues. It's all designed and used out of context. That being said, the right brain is what we call your mother brain. In your anterior gyrus, it's like right here in your right brain, this is your open channel right here for your incoming spiritual messages. It's called the anterior gyrus, but it's going to be arcing with your pineal gland that's like right here. That arc of energy makes you have a tingling sensation at your crown. But when it's just the pineal gland, you feel it right here. The pineal gland light up from inner development, but your anterior gyrus receives the incoming spiritual messages, right? And if your spiritual messages is not getting through because your pineal gland is calcified and you're not doing nothing to decalcify it, then you have to start focusing on it so that you can activate it. And this is when they call activating the third eye, right? So once the third eye activated, now the psychic energy that's coming in from your mother brain, your right brain, your left brain is your father brain. This one is governed by your Y chromosome. This is governed by your X chromosome and your mitochondrial connection to your heart chakra that comes through the umbilical cord from your mother, right? It's a chakra loop from the heart chakra to the navel. It's a 3 chakra loop, right? And so when the mother teaches the child to activate the father mind and by giving him assignment, but she's communicating spiritually through the mother brain, right? This is like a computer, the motherboard and the software. The software has to be programmed, spiritual information, and you store it on the hardware, neural network, neurons, dendrites, axons in the brain, and they start constantly exchanging data, right? Now, the sons who receive a strong connection to the mother, they will have their right brain abstract artistic self at a higher frequency than their left brain intellectual logic. And they will have a different learning style than the rest of the children. The children who are operating left brain, generally they learn visual, audio. First visual, then audio. But children who learn from the right brain, mother brain, they don't learn linear logic. They learn abstract reason, right, and artistic expression. So they probably can't explain it to you, but they know what they understand, but they don't know how to left brain explain it to you. So the left brain has to develop the linear logic to understand that to interpret the abstract of the right brain, you have to understand the mother's frequency. Once you understand the mother's frequency, you can read it almost like reading a book. This is called your psychic awareness. This is when you learn intellectually that the spiritual side of things means something. And once you create a codex, you can translate what the spiritual information is to the people who don't understand spiritual things because they're stuck in the left brain. This is why everybody's right-handed, because most of our left brains are turned off. I mean, our right brains is turned off. And the left-handed people come in right brain dominant. That means they mother line dominant. And this is why they always try to force left-handed people to write right-handed. The side effect they didn't anticipate that sometimes the left-handed person becomes ambidextrous, which makes them predisposed to develop a spiritual balance that other people don't have by being forced to write with their right hand to use their left brain. So you forcing the synchronization between abstract information and linear logic, right? And now they be finding the balance in the two. And if they take all spiritual concepts, they able to intellectualize them and artistically understand them at the same time. And that right there allows them to be able to generally go further than other people in the same field. Okay, I want to do some more Q&As, but it's not letting me access nobody on it's not letting me access nobody on on this video. So I'm gonna end this. I got about oh yeah. So I got about another hour worth of power on here. So I'm gonna end this here, then I'm gonna reboot back up for the part two. All right. So if y'all want to watch the part two, I'm about to reboot back up. But that's so other people can come on. And if I didn't answer your question in the question box, just re-ask it and we'll try to get it in the next one.